Jamie on the mic, got the stats so tight. Jonathan's fire bringing heat tonight. Justin with the plays, got the game on lock. Jacob's got the style, we're ready to rock. Brothers United, talking all sports, flipping the bacon. We bring the reports from the field to the court. We calling the free forwards, brothers.
Digging is going on tangent. So one team that I do want to get into because the comments that were made. Did y'all see Deshaun Watson's comments?
What did he say?
Oh, you didn't see that, Josh? Oh, Jonathan. So Deshaun Watson comes out there and a reporter asked him how he felt about getting booed. He said, the last time I was on this field, I tore my Achilles and I got booed. So it really is like I'm going to be playing 17 away games. There's no, I mean, I understand but it's more than football. It's personal. So, I'll keep my comments to myself, but I just know playing here is like I'm going to be playing an away game every single game.
Yeah, so he said, I'll read his quote real quick. He said, I think the whole world knows it's nothing to do with performance. It's a little more personal. I think it's a disrespectful thing. He said it's essentially like playing 17 road games, like he said. He said it's a mental battle every day. I feel like I get more love on road games than I do at home games. I thought being away for 2 years and working myself back from 2 Achilles injuries and putting in the time, being around the facility and doing charity work in the city, supporting the Cleveland Browns, hanging out with fans whenever I do see them, being honest, being the type of person I know I am, and the character would help. I guess it happens, so that's why I say it's more personal. And that's his quote.
I cannot disagree with his quote because I can see how that would seem as if he's playing against his opponent plus the home team, away teams, based on, and like you said, you're right. It's more of a personal opposed to, and it could be both because if he was a better quarterback, it might not even be that better because the Steelers had a quarterback that was in a worse predicament than this. But we ain't gonna talk about that. And I can't say I feel for him because I don't know the situation. He was never found guilty of anything, but in America, I mean, you're guilty until proven innocent. So I honestly I can agree with
He paid settlements. He paid settlements.
When you're rich, you have to do stuff like that, even if you're guilty. Even
Big Ben
if you're not
wasn't.
guilty.
Big Ben didn't do anything. He paid a settlement, just like you're saying right now.
This is okay.
Like I said,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jonathan. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to talk about certain stuff like that on here right now.
Yeah.
But he was not the only one the NFL paid a settlement to as well. So, can you say the NFL had a foot in this up too?
I have a question though. Is it really about? It is a little about what he did, but also he's just been bad. Even when he was healthy and playing for him,
that's what I'm saying.
He was bad.
That's why I included if he was a better quarterback. That's why I hinted in your past quarterback.
Mhm.
The issue wouldn't be that big of an issue because he was never found guilty in the court of law. And that plays a big part into everything that's going forward for him. So I can see how this would be. It would take a mental effect because then you got to think about it. If you're playing at home, you're looking for support, you're looking for that boost to make me want to play. When I'm getting booed, I mean, it's like, damn, I gotta play against myself, the fans, and this team. Like, come on, man.
This is my thing.
But his comments also seem like he doesn't want to play.
No, it doesn't.
Would you?
No, he said if they willing to extend me, I'll extend.
No.
Would you for $230 million? Shit,
this is my thing. And okay, let's say everything that happened. Let's be real. And this is not my viewpoint. I'm talking about the viewpoint in America. He would have came out and he would have went 14-2 or 14-3 or something like that. Nobody would have cared about what he did off the field. Let's just be real. Nobody would. None of the Brown fans would have cared. What matters is when you did come and play, you were sorry. You weren't good. You were not good. And I think the fan base has moved on to Shedeur. They have. I think
Shedeur's looking good too.
He's looking good.
Preseason.
And this is my thing of why I don't even think you should even before the preseason, I didn't even think you should even have gave him the opportunity. You knew you were not going to extend him next season. You knew that. So you might as well went ahead and $8 to $40 million you were going to pay him this year, like how the Broncos did with Russell Wilson. $8 to $40 million. go ahead and move on to Shedeur. See if this is what the new coaching staff wants to do, is to keep Shedeur, or the next draft class has a bunch of quarterbacks. You have 2 first-round draft picks next draft class because of what you traded for Myles Garrett. So you're good next year. So just go ahead and start with Shedeur. Don't waste 4 or 5 games with Deshaun Watson. He be sorry or average, and now you're 2-3, or God forbid you're 0-5 or 0-4 or something, and now you're putting on Shedeur, because now you're putting Shedeur in not a winning situation, because the Browns are not going to go on some like 9 or 10 game win streak. It's just not going to happen. They're the Browns. They need those first few games to really lock in and maybe grab some early, so that way they can play late. So you go ahead and start with that. You gotta move on from Deshaun. You've already said you're not extending him. What are we wasting our time for?
So Justin, to the time wasting part, based on the Browns' previous history when it comes to putting a rookie quarterback, or not a rookie at this point no more, your QB1 has not worked out for them. So I do think that they're trying to allow themselves to not make that mistake so early on. Now, let's go with the veteran. Let's go with the veteran. Because I think when Deshaun Watson came in, he still got hurt. So, and he was still getting the booze. So it was like it was the same situation. So I do think that they want to start off with the veteran, just so that we can say, well, damn, a $40 million quarterback, we tried out, didn't work.
But you're
You
not.
can't, Justin, you can't.
You're not going to extend him. So what are you looking forward to?
Justin, they're not in a situation to just financially just throw him away.
You're throwing him away regardless. You're not doing anything with him next year. You're throwing it away regardless.
But you're talking about right now. We're not talking about next year.
But Jonathan, if I'm not extending you next year, what's the point of you having you this year? What's the point?
What's the point of? Okay, so what's the point of the Steelers keep putting on Aaron Rodgers these 1-year contracts then?
Because he's actually producing. They went to the playoffs. You actually.
Okay. I'm talking about.
Are you comparing him to Aaron Rodgers? He's not Aaron.
I'm not. I'm just saying, if you sign somebody to a 1-year contract, that means obviously I do not see a future with you. It's based off your play, right?
Yeah, play that I might extend you. I'm not.
Okay, so Justin, you have to give that.
But the difference between Aaron Rodgers and him is Aaron Rodgers is about to retire. That's the only reason he's getting a 1-year contract.
They gave him a 1 year, his first year there. What are you talking about?
What he's saying is that you're at the end of the season. The Steelers are already set up. They know for a fact they're not drafting a quarterback because they got 2 young studs in there right now.
Okay,
you don't know if you're going to stick with Shedeur.
Okay, let's stick with the Browns. I don't think the Browns financially want to just sit there and eat and pay this man $40, $50 million just on the bench. I do think they want to at least see if Deshaun Watson can be the quarterback he was when we first paid him. Despite everything that's going on with the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Browns fan base need to accept that this is their reality. This is their quarterback, and they either gonna have to sit there and suck it up and rally behind him to see if he's gonna make some of himself, or the Browns, like you just said, put him on the bench. Let Shedeur play. Let's go ahead and throw Shedeur in the fire and let it potentially backfire, just like the past 4 or 5 quarterbacks we've drafted happened to us. We did not develop them, threw them in the fire. Within a year or 2, they're gone.
So do the same thing.
Keep on with the cycle. Let's keep on with the cycle we've been doing. It hasn't got us anywhere.
So but when you did do that, Baker took you to a playoff, then you just let him go. You just let him go the next year. So let's not just act like you can't just throw him into the fire. And again, so you want to repeat what Shedeur did last year, not play him until week 5 or 6 and knowing the season's over with, and most of those guys have given up on the season already, so they're not going to play as hard and they're not going to do as much.
Well, Justin, for
now you're
number
screwing
one,
Shedeur over
the
twice,
season's not over
and now
week 5
Shedeur
or 6.
definitely ain't going to play next year.
For number one, the season's not over at 5 to 6 weeks. So
for most teams, yes. For most teams, yes.
Okay, so Justin, I'm just telling you.
Also, the Browns got a lot of picks for Myles Garrett, so you could start the rebuild now.
That's what I'm saying. Just go ahead and start it.
They've been rebuilding for about 15 years.
Off the break. That's why I say I agree with Justin and start Shedeur. Hey, let's start the rebuild now.
Yes.
So let's see if we can build around Shedeur. Let's give him a true chance, and let's see. Do we use one of these picks and go after this heavy quarterback draft? Or
Mhm.
do we build around support and go get him another receiver, go get him another offensive lineman, go
Jeremiah.
get him? Let's see what we do and go from there.
It's a
Like you said,
it's a
let's
win-win
see.
situation.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
Exactly.
win-win.
So
You're
y'all want to
not
split
sticking
y'all.
with Deshaun. You're not
So
sticking with Deshaun.
you basically saying we're just gonna put a $40-50 million quarterback on the bench.
Yes,
Just
because
Winner
you've
saying.
buck.
already
Winner
Pay
buck.
us on the bench.
done it. You've already done
Pay
it when
us
you
on the
did it with
bench.
Russell Wilson. You've already did it when you did it with Aaron Rodgers. You've already did it when
Tua.
you
We're talking.
did it with Tua.
We are
You've
talking.
done it.
We are talking
Tua's
about
doing
the
it right
Browns.
now.
We are talking about the Browns. The Browns ain't never did that with those quarterbacks. We're talking about the Browns,
Right.
the
The
Cleveland
Browns
Browns.
organization that sucks
It
at
felt
everything already. So why not just go
yeah,
ahead and keep sucking?
we did
I'm
it with
just
Kirk
saying,
Cousins. We did it with
All right.
we cut Kirk Cousins.
Time
y'all
out.
keep talking about y'all's organization. We talking about the Browns. We're not talking about the fucking Atlanta
All right.
Falcons.
Right.
We're
So
not
the
talking
Browns
about the
organization
Dolphins.
sucks. So you got to do something different. Stop doing the Brown stuff.
Okay,
The
time out.
Browns stuff.
Listen,
Okay, the
Brother Jacob
Browns.
got
The
wait,
Browns.
wait.
I do have to leave. Y'all can't continue this conversation without me. I do appreciate y'all having me. I do have to go. My flight is about to start boarding. So deuces.
Appreciate you, Brother Jacob.
All right, Jacob. All right, Jacob.
Your door should start. Just throwing my 2 cents in.
All
All right. Deuces.
But I'm saying is the Browns thing is bringing in a new quarterback every year, right?
Mhm.
And sucking it. It's been sucking. That's the Browns way. The only veteran they have is Deshaun, and then the other guy. He's not really that much of a veteran at this point. And I don't think that if they do stick with him mid-season, there shouldn't be another quarterback talk for the next 5 years. You need
I'm
to
just
go ahead and
saying.
I
start
just
rebuilding around
This is what
Shedeur getting.
this is what I'm saying.
I don't even see
Is
Deshaun wanting to sign back. That's another
but
thing.
my
Deshaun's
issue,
not going to want to sign back with him.
yeah, my issue too is, or not even an issue, my argument to starting Deshaun is if you watch his preseason right now, the offense does look better with Shedeur. Like not me being like last year, everybody was being on Shedeur. The offense looked a little bit better with Deshaun in the beginning of the preseason. Like he obviously won that battle. Offense looks better with Shedeur right now. It looks way better than Gabriel. That one looks rough,
That was
but
over.
it looks better than Shedeur. Yeah. So I think Shedeur should do it because he's technically looking the best coming out of preseason as of right now, unless Deshaun turns it on. So Deshaun just you gave him a bad deal. You had so many opportunities to back out of the deal. You stayed with it. Eat the deal, just like all these other NFL teams have been doing. Eat the deal and call it a day. It's not like you'll be the first. Like we said, Atlanta's done it. The Broncos have done it. Eat the deal, call it a day. Figure out, do we need to draft a quarterback or do we need to draft help?
Let me look at the Saints.
Draft help.
Saints had to do that with Derek Carr. Look how much they were in the hole for. But now they looking like that's a team